Hi everyone, this is Rufaro and welcome to another episode of She Money Hacks. And so today I will be talking to you about getting your foot in the door in consulting. So, consulting, be it financial services or I guess anything in that space. So, here goes, drum roll, da 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 da. Okay. So, before we continue, please go ahead and subscribe, like, and let me know what you're uh, looking forward to in this video. Let me know what you learned or something that you didn't really understand because I really want you guys to understand this stuff. This is something I went through and it's a process. It really is. So if this can help you, then hopefully you won't have to go through as much stress as I went through trying to figure out what exactly should I do to get these roles in consulting. What exactly do I need to do? I don't know this, I don't know that. Or maybe if you want to pivot. So I hope this will be helpful for you. So the first step, of course, is you figuring out what industry do you want to be in. Or maybe you don't know what industry you want to be in. A lot of my mentors have told me consulting is such a great place to start in because some people, like I said, you don't know what exactly you want to do. And with consulting, you can pivot into so many areas. You can pivot to go into investment banking, into private equity, or you could branch to go into just strictly like corporate finance, or stay in consulting, or work for public accounting firms, or you can really pivot to go into many places, or even go into media, into entertainment, into tech. So because in consulting you're really problem solving, so there's so many places you can go into, so it's such a great place to start off. Yeah, that's the first thing. The second thing as well, I would say that I did was I connected with so many people who were also interested in getting into consulting, especially in financial services, because I figured, hey, if I'm going on this journey, I'm not going on this journey alone. I need to learn from you. I need to learn from you. You're going to learn from me. We're going to be in this together. We're going to cry together. When when I'm on, I get on a call and it's, oh, we regret to inform you, I'm calling someone, we're crying together, I'm celebrating with someone else. That was so important for me. Another great thing with doing that and creating that community of people who are interviewing for something you want is when I have an opportunity, I can pass it on to you. You have an opportunity, you pass it on to me. We're five, now we each come with an opportunity, we all have more instead of just that one opportunity. So that is so, so, so important. And where do you find that community? Great question. So this is where I used LinkedIn. This is where I leveraged LinkedIn. I know right now LinkedIn has so much going on because so many people on LinkedIn, and it can be distracting. Sometimes it can be intimidating because everyone is just there posting their successes. Hey, I just got an offer. Hey, I just got the certificate. Hey, I just did this. Hey, I just did that. And it seems like a flexing place, but know why you're going on there for. Know why you're going onto LinkedIn, and start looking for those people looking for those opportunities. Use your filter option. Use hashtags. Look for some people who can put hashtag maybe consulting, or just follow posts of other people, and yes, slide into their DMs, slide into their messages on LinkedIn, but be intentional. Don't go in there with just hey what. Be intentional. Tell them why you're connecting with them and start building that community. The next thing I would do as well is figure out the companies that you want to potentially work for, because there's so many companies, and you cannot just be jumping there. You can't. You're not making any progress. You need to write down a list of maybe 10 companies you're interested in for the role you want, be it consulting, right, in this case. Now look at the description for that company. What do they want? What skills do they look for? And start building those skills. Start harnessing and start enhancing those skills, right? Then when you have those, start connecting with people who work for that company. Build relationships with them, okay? And figure out, how can I use my skills for this company? do my values align with the values of this company, right? Because not only do you want to get a paycheck, but you also want to be happy at this place. You want to be working in a way to also achieve your purpose where you're working at that consulting firm. The next thing I would go over is who the interviews. This is probably one of the most important parts, right? If you don't interview, how are you going to get your foot into the door? So with consulting, they usually have two types of interviews. If you guys have done consulting interviews and they were different, let me know in the comment section. Let me know what it was like, and we can, I could learn, someone else could learn. But in my experience, I did behavioral interviews and I did case interviews. So behavioral interviews, very basic. Hey, what are your skills, your strengths, etc. I could do another video on that as well. And then the case interview, which I would definitely have to go into depth in another video to go over with you, is basically where you have, a case study and you're basically solving that problem, right? So you want to practice both of those interviews. My case interview skills were not so great. Behavior, I'd improved a lot. I could talk about myself like this, but case, I would be so anxious. And I practiced with tons of people, in person, on the phone, on video, because you don't know what interview they could give you when you do your case interview. So you want to be prepared, you want to be uncomfortable. So I did that. When I got comfortable with doing both those interviews, then when it was time for me to apply, and when I got the call for those interviews, I was ready. And again, I would say, when you're then interviewing for these companies, understand that you're not a perfect individual and they're not expecting to hire a perfect individual. You're a person, you're a human, you make errors. I have made errors in so many of my interviews. I made errors in my case interviews. But I think what really helped me was understanding that it's okay to make errors and acknowledge when you make errors. Acknowledge when you've made errors. If you don't understand something, say no you don't and ask them. And then follow up with them when you've done the research on that thing. So I hope this is helpful, and let me know, hope if you're interested into getting into consulting, in the comment section. If you have more questions, definitely drop them in the comment section about this topic. Bye guys.